Let's get our wonderful performers on in here. There they are. Yes, come, my children. And going down the line, we are...
Erica.
Allie.
Timmy.
Zach.
Seraphine.
Justin.
Brendan.
And that's all of our lovely performers. We are going to be performing our first game, our opener, which is going to be Experts Challenge. So, how this game is going to work, all of these lovely performers in front of you are experts at whatever topic. It could be an animal, fairy tale, could be science, whatever, they know it. And I am going to get a suggestion for you, from you guys, rather. Go ahead and give me a suggestion of a topic. Literally any topic. Just go ahead, slap it in there. If you have Wiki open, put that on there. You know, we're here for it. All right. I saw one that I quite liked. We are going to go with baking. All of baking, the history, how to do it, all that. And now, please, an expert, raise your hand so we may start this game. Devin.
Baking started at the beginning of the civilization when people just thought grass just wasn't tasty enough. So they decided to start heating things up and started getting more creative with it and started implementing their livestock like eggs and milk. A lot of people say that baking is more of a science while cooking is more of an art. And that stays true because no matter what proportions you have, if you don't have the correct proportions, it could completely throw it off. Whereas cooking, you just kind of add a little spice there, a little spice here, a little spice there.
Seraphine.
Objection. Cooking also is very important. That you have to have the right ratios, otherwise things are just going to taste horribly wrong.
Correct. Keep going.
With cooking, if you don't cook a piece of meat for long enough, it's going to kill you and your family, which many people in this time did learn, especially once they came around to starting to learn how to cook more advanced meals.
Excuse me, we're supposed to be talking about baking, not meat.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about meat. Brendan, keep your baking talk.
Okay, anyway, going back to the topic, baking, what you need to bake is eggs, flour, sometimes some salt, a little bit of,
Zach.
You don't always need eggs.
That's true. Get after it.
So with baking, really, it could come down to just flour and water. That's the most basic thing that you can bake. It's usually just like type of bread or something, and that's been consumed for centuries. Bread is really probably, as far as we can tell, the first thing.
You got yeast. You need yeast for bread.
No, you don't.
That's right. You don't need yeast for bread. Zach, get after it.
So, the thing about...
Devin!
You're supposed to be an expert in this. You're not supposed to be stuttering. Anyways, a lot of baking can come in forms. A lot of people are allergic to gluten, but they still have baking options out there that's available.
Why are we talking about gluten? This is about baking, not gluten.
Gluten is a very important part about baking. Devin, keep going.
Anyways, so there are a lot of shops out there that are perfectly fine for people who have a gluten allergy, milk allergy, or vegan, etc. And it's becoming
Seraphine.
We're talking about the history of baking. The whole gluten-free vegan, that's a newer development.
Yes, it is. Seraphine, keep going.
In the old times, they had to churn their own butter. They had to find their own eggs. They had to milk their own milk from their own cows. And because of that, they were...
What do you mean? You still need to milk cows for milk? What are you talking about?
That's true. Brendan, keep going.
So you still need to milk cows for milk? Anyway, moving on to baking. So one of the main things that baking do is cake. Cake is old and it's very tasty. It's been around since the thousands of years.
Seraphine!
If you're eating an old cake, that's really bad for your health.
Correct. Keep going.
Now, the art of baking cakes has been around for a long time. But if you want to eat a cake, you should eat it within at least a week of it being baked. If you eat it much longer than that, it's probably gone bad and will cause you some severe issues.
We're talking about the history of baking, not how to eat what you bake.
That's true. Kimmy, get after it.
So people like to compare cooking and baking when baking is actually a subgenre of cooking. I don't know why they're always comparing the two. Baking has been around as long as fire's been around. A random lizard walks into the fire, it's baked. A random piece of grass.
Brendan.
Excuse me. Lizard walking into the fire is cooked, seared, not baked.
Correct.
So searing is much different from cooking, as searing meat is...
Zach.
Searing is a part of cooking, not different from cooking.
That is correct.
And as my colleague was saying, even if the lizard did walk into the fire, baking is really just heat surrounding the object and causing it to cook. That's
And
what baking
that
really comes down to.
is the core of the argument. Zach, you are the expert of baking. All these other hacks are not worth our time. Congratulations, Zach. And with that, we move on to the next game.
So this is a game called Entrances and Exits. What's going to happen is these lovely people are going to be playing out this scene. However, they're going to have trigger words, which are going to make them leave and enter the scene constantly. So let's say if Devin has the trigger word fruit. If someone says fruit, she's out of there. If someone says fruit again, she's back in the scene. All right. So with that, first off, I have a suggestion of... What is your favorite place to go to? Could be a vacation place, could be a calming place. What is your place to go? Favorite place? We're gonna go with Chuck E. Cheese. You guys are at Chuck E. Cheese. All right, and now can I get? So for a trigger word for Seraphine, can I get a suggestion of a game that you would find at Chuck E. Cheese? All right, I saw pinball in there a few times. So, Seraphine, your trigger word is pinball. All right, for Devin, can I get a suggestion of, what foods would they have at Chuck E. Cheese? What foods do they have? Pizza. They have pizza. Devin, your trigger word is pizza.
Guys, I think they have pizza.
Zach, can I get a trigger word or a suggestion for a trigger word of... Actually, just give me some sort of phrase. One word phrase. I see a lot of rat in there. You're going with rat. Your trigger word is a rat. All right. Can I get a recap, please?
Pinball.
Pizza.
Rat.
Rat. And you guys are at Chuck E. Cheese. When you're ready, you may begin.
Young boy, I am the guardian of the ball pit. What do you seek?
I seek to play in the ball pit.
What qualifications do you have? How many years of experience do you have in playing with the ball pit? And what references may I call them and ask them about your qualities?
So I've been playing with balls since I was 5. I've been playing pinball since last year. And that was also when I was 5, which was last year.
Did someone describe an arcade game involving a ball?
George, what do you want this time?
I'm here to show this kid that I am the champion of ball-based arcade games.
You are 35, but go off.
Yes. See, kid, if you challenge me to a game involving a ball that's an arcade game.
It's okay. So is he like the pinball wizard?
I mean, yeah, but it's like, that was my time to shine and you took it away from me. I mean, anyway, if you challenge me, I can give you pizza or whatever.
And now I'm actually going to go eat some because I'm starving dealing with these children.
Yeah, enjoy your pizza.
I am back. I eat very quickly since I'm a guardian.
Oh my gosh. Boss, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? I thought I'd been ratted out. Thought everyone knew I was the guardian. I thought that was kind of my shtick. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I always thought the big man in the rat suit was the guardian, but it shows how much I know.
He was, but then he got this music gig and also loved the children too much. He didn't like the interview process.
Yeah. Also, he was afraid of mice and rats and rodents, so I can kind of understand why.
He's a rat himself.
Exactly. He should embrace that culture.
No, being a rat must be so hard, but he does it so
I'm-
well. Rat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
So amazing.
how are you doing? Why did you leave and come back so much?
I was getting pizza and playing pinball and getting grease all over the pinball machine from the pizza.
No, why would you get grease on the machine?
Ding, 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 ding. Well, there.
Ooh. Thank you, Devin, Zach, and Erica. Next, I need Brendan and Allie for alphabet game. So conveniently, Allie and Brendan have names that work very well for this game because they're going to be alternating different letters when they start their line of dialogue. So if Allison starts her line with, "Oh, amazing, I love everything," then Brendan would have to start his line with, "Bazinga, I agree," that sort of thing. They have to keep alternating until they get around the entire alphabet back to the very beginning. So what I need from you is a suggestion of an opening line of dialogue. So this could be something like, "There's a snake in my boot," or "Help." anything that someone would say as kind of like a opening thing to establish who they are. So your opening line is, "Quick, the house is on fire." And yeah, whoever wants to take it away, begin.
Right now, I wish I could be able to hear you, my
Oh,
friend.
I was muted the whole time. Woo! The house is on fire. Woohoo! 2021. That's the same thing I just said.
Right on, man. Party on. Everything is amazing here.
So, what brings you here to this quarantine party?
Usual stuff, you know. Getting COVID, drinking hard, all the usual.
Very cool. You know, this is supposed to be a COVID awareness party, so 6 feet away. We're not supposed to get COVID. Did you test yourself before coming?
What do you mean, did I test myself? Of course I tested myself. It said I was positive for party time.
Xylophone. Xylophone time, but here, you take these xylophone things, I forgot what they're called, and you go over to that corner by yourself while I call the police.
You know, that doesn't seem like such a fun time. I would rather much play on my xylophones right here, but
Zadie, what have you done? We have people here that are supposed to have fun and be aware of the surroundings. This is not approved.
Pretty great, I say.
Back off right now. If you don't get out right now, you're done. You're never going to get invited to another party ever again.
Can't do that, but I would rather stay right here.
Don't you dare. If you keep touching stuff, people are going to get sick.
Everyone here is already sick, man. I think you got the invitation wrong. I already shook hands with everyone. I even kissed a few people. It was crazy.
Frick! You know what? I'm gonna leave my own house. Goodbye.
Goodbye, I guess. Christ can't help you here. You got COVID, my friend.
Hell! This is hell!
I know. We've been in hell this entire time. Why do you think the house is on fire, right? It's literally on fire.
Just now? You set my house on fire?
Just so you know, I really thought you would figure it out a lot sooner. I mean, it's kind of hard to miss the smell, the actual fire. I mean, that's a lot more than a candle.
Like, why? Why would you do this? This is all my savings went into this house. This is awful.
Man, I don't know what to tell you. I just came to the party, gave a few people COVID, and then I was planning on dipping with my xylophone, but you know, maybe I'll stick around a little bit. This party is getting a little through the roof.
No, this is no. Stop. This is be a good time, not this.
Oxygen depletion is definitely hitting you right now. You're handling in too many of the fumes. You should probably get out. The rest of us here, we'll party hard.
Party.
Ding, 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 ding. Great job, guys. Next, we have our director.
That's right. Next, we have hair director. So I need Justin, Kimmy, Zach, and Brendan. You guys are all here. All right, so this is a game called Hair Director. And what's going to happen is Justin is going to be our director, while the three other people are going to be playing out a scene. All right, they're going to be playing a movie, acting in a movie. So be thinking of movie titles. Doesn't have to be real. Could be a fake title. When these three people are acting out their scene, Justin's going to come in and he's going to change stuff up a little bit, and they're going to have to adjust to those suggestions. All right, I'm getting some titles here. All right, I'm going to go with The Friendly Fish. So the title of the movie is The Friendly Fish. Now I need a genre for this movie. What kind of genre is The Friendly Fish? All right, I'm seeing a lot of horror. So you guys are acting out a horror movie that's called The Friendly Fish. When you're ready, you may begin.
Oh,
It's pretty crazy out here in the ocean, isn't it?
yes, buddy. You know, us being all alone out here on this cold current is certainly a strange time, isn't it? Just
Oh yeah,
don't
for
look
sure.
down. How did you end up out here on this cold? Strange...
Oh boy.
Did you hear some strange minor chords?
I did. Oh, there it was again.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Get out of my turf, fish squeaks.
Yeah.
Sure
thing. Sounds like a great plan. Hey, buddy, why don't you stay here and hold a conversation? I'm going to check something out over there.
Want any or no?
Maybe. I'll be there in a second.
Cut.
Is that just
God.
it?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
Parmesan.
Now, what you all are doing for me as a director is very fulfilling. You know, it's very hard to find good actors in hell. And I must say, you are truly doing me a justice and bringing my vision to light. However, I do have a few suggestions. You young man with the tie-dye hat, you seem very friendly with our protagonist character. However, I would like you to be the enemy in the scene. You are the one plotting this shark attack. You know, you've chummed the waters, all the good sinister stuff. And now our protagonist, our wonderful, wonderful character. Have you ever heard of Have you ever heard of The Little Mermaid?
I did not care for it.
Well, that's all right. You don't have to like the things you draw inspiration from. I would like you to draw inspiration from Ariel herself. You know, a very quote unquote helpless femme fatale. Although we know in our heart of hearts that Ariel was a rather strong character. So yes, I would like you to draw inspiration from Ariel. Now, our shark. Oh, the Jaws homage was art. Really, I am astounded by your work. However, people are expecting that. You're in the water. People are expecting a shark eat fish. What I would like you to embody is a clown. Now, not Pennywise. We're not talking like scary. Would you like your boat, Georgie? I'm thinking more just an actual clown. All right, you all have your direction. I love you all. Your work is inspiring. Ready, set, action.
Oh my goodness! This strange and dark current is so dangerous and awful. I have to explore it despite everyone's warnings. Don't you agree?
Yes, come to the current. It's dark, it's cold, and inviting.
You seem so trustworthy. Let's go! How did you even come to this cold current?
Oh, well, I live just 5 miles that way. I love it here.
Down where it's dark and I've heard so many stories of dangerous, awful creatures? How about I visit your house? My dad told me specifically not to trust you, but you seem so friendly.
Yes, come with me.
Do you hear something?
No, I hear nothing. It's almost as if nothing's happening.
Oh, I did it again, didn't I?
Oh.
It's Bonzo the Clown Narwhal Clownfish.
Oh goodness, a dangerous clownfish. I should go closer and conversate with him.
Here, come sniff my flower.
Cut. All right. You all did a wonderful job with my directions. You all took them to heart, and I could feel that it is really coming through on the camera. However, I'm still not quite feeling the spark, so something needs to change. You there, protagonist. I could feel your hesitation with the Ariel character. I know you didn't really like the movie, so we're going to change that. You are now an amputee. You only have one leg, and even though I can't see your waist, I need you to act like you're hopping on one leg. Yes. Now.
Water.
And also you are a pirate. That is why you are on one leg, and that ties back in with the water theme. Now, our villainous character, that was very good. I loved the voice. I loved how into it you got. So we're going to keep the villainous side. However, we're now going to throw some familial treachery. You are the main character's mother. Yes, she wouldn't expect a thing. The pirate. Now, the danger, the threat. I don't like it. It's too obvious. This is a horror film. We need to go for unexpected. And of course, there's jump scares. Ooh, there's a clown. Ooh, there's the Jaws theme. It's all had. It's all has been. It's all thrown out. So what I want you to do, you are a classical opera singer. Yes, and I need you to. This is your big moment. This is your sonata. This is what you will be performing for the grand stage. But these heathens have interrupted you, thus sparking a fiery rage within your gut, sending you on a murderous rampage. Yes, yes. All right, you all have your suggestions? Wonderful. Yes, did I also mention you all will have Swedish accents? Ready, set, begin. Ugh.
Arr, it would be Guten if I had a wooden leg to offer some buoyancy in this cold current.
He's referred to her version. He referred to Herden. Hergeblige Herzeferden. She geherden.
Oh, oh,
You hear dulcet tones on this current in heavens. He seems vengeful, but has perfect pitch.
oh,
Shit! Oh God! Float faster! I've only got the stump to propel me. I'm a double amputee now.
Cut! Why do the actors I always hire not understand what I'm trying to tell them? I have clear direction, and they are just not getting it. Bunch of morons! Remember your anger management. Satan, you can do this.
This is hell.
Breathe out. All right. So there's, obviously I have some misgivings about the direction I've been giving. So we're going to change it all. This isn't a horror. You're no longer underwater. I love the show Producers. What a wonderful show that is. You all know the story, yes? Good. I like that answer. You are going to be performing the story of Producers. However, this is now a Shakespearean play. Yes. However, I'm not limiting you to your speech. You all can speak however you want. Just take the themes and the musings and the insinuations from Shakespeare's works and put them into your movie. Yes, it seems you left for a moment, you incompetent swine! Who let the fan on set? All right. You all have your direction. Shakespearean style, not speech, show of the Producers. This isn't a musical. Now, as far as the characters, you two, the protagonist and the villainous character, you're still friends. Get the villainy out of here. Now, you, the evil person, you are Darth Vader, all right? This is simple direction, people, and I swear to all that is hellish and holy, if you do not get this right, you are joining Judas in the 9th circle of hell! Action!
I've heard good things about that place. Now, I've heard really good things about just making lots of money illegally. It's good stuff. Lots of people have done it, forsooth. Have you ever tried it? If maybe we should.
Doth I have not. Perhaps if we should go into business theft together.
I think that's a swelleth idea. Now this current's a little fast, but
We have an asthmatic person.
oh, maybe we should find an inhaler, but I'm not wasting some of my illegally earned money on that.
to go into business.
I sense you have a dark heart and almost no moral gray area. I like your style, Ith.
Yes, Ith. I am full of style, Ith.
Well, Nave, maybe we should start this enterprise. It's not a musical, so a straight play where we'll make lots of money. That happens.
What? I hope you thespians like freezing in hell.
Ding ding.
Hello, everyone. This next game that we have is very fun. This is called Make Sense? We'll find out. This is a new game we developed literally last week, and we've been workshopping it. It's super fun. How this game works is it's a lot on the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil thing, right? So what that means is one of our performers can't see, one of them can't hear, and one of them can't speak. So, and what I need from you lovely folks is a suggestion of an exciting event, something you'd want to go see, maybe a concert, a show, a movie. Maybe there's an amusement park in town. And while I'm getting suggestions for that, how these people will switch through their hindrances is when the person with their eyes are closed, they will then do that. Got it? All right, so let's take a look at these suggestions. Oh, yes. Okay, I saw one. You all are at the zoo. All right? You're at the zoo. Okay? Ready, set, begin.
I sure do love zoo animals. They're so good. So good.
It sure is great, sweetie. It sure is great.
I know. And I've been working at this for over 30 years, and never once have I thought, man, this is boring. I've always been like, no, I love the zoo. The zoo is amazing. Love it so much.
Mhm. You know, I really think you two kids need to step a little bit back from the fence lining. You're just a little too close. I saw that one video online of that gorilla, and it was just
Okay. Good looking, sweetie, because, I mean, even though I've worked here for a long time, sometimes I get a little overexcited, and I'm like, no, 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 shouldn't touch it, you know.
don't do that. I just wanted my coffee. I brought you out here to make your mom happy, because we've been dating for like 8 months now.
Yeah, and my mom, she wants to make sure I'm with a good girl, you know, because when she opens up her eyes, she's like,
I woke up too early for this.
Have you guys gotten to go see the bears yet?
I mean, do you want to see the bears? Is it really like that interesting to you? I mean, they're bears. They're all around. There's like more exotic animals, aren't
I
there?
have no idea what you just said, but I think the bears are awesome. You should definitely go check them out because they are very interesting creatures. People get bad vibes from them, but like they're really cuddly animals. Yep,
Yeah.
you got it.
This little whippersnapper would die if when you told him that he will try to cuddle with that bear. I will probably have to sue just to appease my girlfriend.
Something about hurdling over bears is what I got from that. But I don't think you would want to hurdle over the bears. They're quite big to jump over, so that would not be a good idea. You might fall and hurt yourself. Plus, the bears probably not appreciate it.
You hear that, kid? Don't hurdle over the bears, or your mom's gonna be angry. All right? I can't mess this up again, man.
Well, maybe we should go check out the lions or the elephants or the giraffes. The giraffes we can feed crackers to.
All right, kids, let's go see the giraffe.
Yep. I say let's go, but now I can't see anything. So it kind of go feel them. I can't go see them. You know what I mean?
I mean, if I had to give my input, I think that the giraffes are an excellent choice. I mean, between bears, lions, at least giraffes, you can give them a little bit of a cuddle in some form of feeding them food. You feel like you've contributed in some way. Whereas like the other animals, you just gotta watch them and go, man, those are nice animals.
Right, yeah,
You can't interact.
Right. I totally agree with you. These glasses
Are you having trouble there?
They just aren't working. Like glasses are supposed to make you see, right? These are not.
Maybe they're just a little foggy. Have you tried like wiping them off?
Does it look clear to you?
I can't see your glasses anymore, but I'm assuming they're fine. Yes, they're good. They're good.
Now, how about we go see those bears?
Ding, 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 ding.
Of course, I want to see the llamas.
Ding, ding. I said, see the. Well done, everyone. Good job.
All right. Our next game is called Shakespeare. I need Kimmy and Jack for this. Yes, there's one. There's the other. All right. So it's a game called Shakespeare. Now, these people are going to be acting as if they're in a Shakespearean play. They have to talk in Old English. There's usually a conflict and there's usually a resolution that occurs. So with that, the suggestion of an exciting event that you want to see happen badly. All right, so your guys' suggestion is going to be a food fight. A food fight gone wrong. Or does it go good? Who knows? It's up to you. When you are ready, you may begin.
Good morrow, sir. It is nice to eat this pleasant and placed calmly on this table meal with you that is not airborne in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, it is. How are thine dino nuggies?
They are quite delicious, tastier than anything the Lord could have placed on this fine green earth. How is your mac and cheese, if...
Thou dost know, I am lactose intolerant.
Oh, you should get that away from you as quickly as possible then. Thou knows that thou will have some dire consequences that I will probably have to deal with later on.
Perhaps thou shouldn't tellest me what to do.
Perhaps thou should not consume dairy if thou are just going to poop it out later at a high acceleration. That's distressing and a lot. Now stop it or I'll take it from you. They're doing the best for thine own health. I'm only thinking for thine own good.
Perhaps you are thinking but for your own good.
Now,
do care not about what I want.
Now see here, knave, knock it off. I'm sacrificing my own victuals to stop you from exploding later on. This is... Well, see, now yours is wet. Mine is dry. Yours is wet. This is not equivalent. Thine is just, you're being a jerk, and it's not great. Just stop it now. God, it's just gross. You're being gross. Thou art a jerk. They suck. Now, listen. I offer a truce, sir, that we're just getting sticky and gross. I offer thee an option, a way out, as it were. Perhaps I give thee these nuggets in lieu of thy mac and cheese, since you've already consumed a large quantity of it and will certainly feel the consequences of thy imprudent actions. and I will go find something else, and we will not have to launch any more projectiles, either sticky or crumbly in any way.
Your proposition amuses me.
That's usually a good thing. Just thoughts.
Perhaps I will
concerns?
take your dino nuggies.
Yes, take them. That one has a bite-shaped mark. It's not. They just came out that way. It's a stegosaurus without a head. That's just how they come.
See, but
Yep.
I doth have a stegosaurus here, with the head. I think perhaps you
Came out
gave
of
me
the
a
egg
pre-eaten
wrong.
dino nuggie.
Came out the egg wrong. Some things do that. Thou came out the egg wrong. Still love you. No! The glove!
We shall duel for
Oh,
thine
darn it.
impudence.
Oh, all right. Well, I just gave you my projectiles, so darn it, it.
Sing. Nay,
You're-
rapiers.
But plastic butter knives, I don't. I have a spork. It's a knife and a fork. It's a fork and a spoon, 2 weapons in one. Advanced. Ooh, that's a pirate. Watch out! You are truly dangerous. Did you poked me with the plastic? That hurts. That it feels bad. Thou suck. I'm going to take care of this. Suffer the consequences of thy actions. I do not care for whatever befalls thee. You deserve it at this point. That hurts a lot.
The battle has been won, and I the victor.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you, Zach and Kimberly. Next, we need Erica, Justin, Brendan, and Devin up on screen for Everyday Olympics. So before I get into explaining this game, I need some suggestions of mundane activities that you do every day, that these are kind of like, not necessarily that you have to do every day, but like things that you don't necessarily look forward to doing. They're just kind of a part of life and adulting, that sort of thing. But how Everyday Olympics works, Erica and Devin are going to be competing against each other, doing whatever activity you have suggested, while Justin and Brendan are going to be commentating the entire thing. So they're going to be giving us the play-by-play throughout the entire game. And at the end, they're going to interview our victor. So, ooh, that's a good one. Our task for today is brushing hair. You're competitively brushing hair. Begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 43rd and a half annual brushing hair competition.
Oh yes, today it's the one and only day that you can see competitive hairbrushing around the world.
Yes, this is such a prized competition. Many people seek the award, but only one will get it today.
Oh yes, and the competitors that we have today, they are the best of the best. Of course, we have Stringy Hair Susie in the top left. She, her hair isn't the best, but she is good at combing it because of her yearly struggle of trying to get it straight. But, it always just ends up curly.
And that's how it goes sometimes. Hair might be weaker than steel, but it is the toughest thing that you deal with in the morning.
Oh, yes.
Now, our second competitor is a formidable foe. Yes, this is Napping Nancy. She is what we call a super sleeper. She can go into a deep sleep for more than 8 hours at a time. And the bedhead that comes from that
Oh
is
my gosh.
astronomical. That being so, she has become an expert at managing and dealing with hair because of the extreme bedhead that she suffers.
Oh, yes. So today we have 3 competitions that we will be seeing these 2 wonderful competitors fight in. The first one is, of course, messing up their hair. You can't comb your hair when it's all nice and nice.
Yes, you can't brush a hair that's already been brushed. What's the point? At that point, you're going to introduce frizz, split ends, and damage to the hair follicle. Now, the second part of this competition is obviously brushing the hair.
Yes.
You'd think it'd be the last part, but there is such a crucial last step that has to go in. Now, brushing the hair. It is taking the clumps of hair at different sections and brushing it out, making sure it looks straight, neat, and fine. But you cannot brush it too much, otherwise you will end up with damage.
Oh, and finally, the third part of this competition, probably the most important part, is putting product in the hair. Of course, not everyone does product in the hair, but it adds style points to how the hair looks at the end.
Yes, exactly. People can go for gel, pomade, hairspray, sprayable hair dye, permanent hair dye. There are many options that we have laid out on the table. Now, the hairstylists and the referees are at their positions. The contestants are ready to go. Ready, set, begin!
Already, the sleepy person is already sleeping. That's all she has to do to get that bedhead.
Yes, and she's using a very common technique in most super sleepers where she wraps the blanket around the back of her head, thus creating a cocoon-like shape and covering the ears.
Of course, I wouldn't know that because I don't sleep.
Exactly. Now, stringy hair Susie here, she is doing what she does best, just throwing her hair all over the place, letting it happen, and I mean, look, it's already a matted mess, nowhere near fit for the ball.
I mean, she came in the studio with a matted hair mess, but of course she had to make it worse.
That is the point. Oh my goodness!
Oh my God!
Napping Nancy is throwing a tantrum, and oh my goodness, stringy hair Stacy, she's getting bombarded by the
bite.
Oh my goodness! And after the onslaught, Napping Nancy just messes her hair up further and goes right back to sleep. A real competitor to be reckoned with.
And with that sleep, her hair is going to be staticky. It's going to be just stale. She won't be able to move anything with that.
Yes, and we also know that Napping Nancy...
Oh my gosh! The static in the hair! Can you believe that?
We haven't seen a player use static since 1963, and this is such a revolutionary technique. Oh my goodness. All right, time's counting down. They have but 5 seconds to mess up their hair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. The hairs have been thoroughly messed up. I'm sure that they will be losing 1, 2, or maybe even 3.
I mean, at this point, both their hairs are so ridiculously nuts and messy that it's hard to even tell who won that first round.
On one hand, we have crust and sweat from the drool that has been sleeping. You know, there's a lot of stuck-on nonsense there. But the mats, the curls, the binds, the knots from the stringy hair, only the judges will tell. Now, the scores have been tallied. We're getting reports now. Stringy hair Stacy has taken the first round, even with the tantrum and sleepwalking thrown from Napping Nancy.
I'm surprised that the judges went with the stringy hair. I honestly thought that Sleepy was gonna win.
Well, you know, there's more rounds to come after this. Speaking of which, second round, let's fix that hair. 3, 2, 1, and they're off.
Already, they're off to kind of a slow start. Both of them are just kind of looking at the hair and just kind of, oh, the stringy hair Susie. She's going nuts. She's pulling hair out of her head. Oh my God, they're the sleepy.
Look, I've seen a lot of things in my day as a commentator, and I know you have too, but this is madness. The knots that she's ripping out of her head and Napping Nancy. My God, she's just plucking them right out of her head. This is insane.
Blood is being spilled, sweat going all over the place. How is this even legal?
There is strategy.
Oh, wait a minute! Another tantrum!
Another tantrum from Napping Nancy. Stringy hair Stacy. She's coming back with the hairbrush.
Oh, what is she gonna do with that?
Only time will tell.
Oh my God!
Just absolutely dented the soon-to-be bald head of Napping Nancy. She's dazed and confused.
We need to see a replay with that one. Can we go back on that one?
Back and slow motion, please.
You can see the power of stringy hair Susie coming down with that bash right onto Napping Nancy's head. I have never seen that in my life.
And now you can see the utter confusion and misguided joy coming from Napping Nancy's head. Only time will tell.
And I think after that, that is the end of round 2.
Yes. Now, we do have to take into account the amount of hair lost. This was an unprecedented set of points to be deducted, but they will be deducted nonetheless.
And I think it's coming in.
Yep.
I believe that because of the penalty, Napping Nancy wins the second round.
Yes, Stringy Hair Stacy took a very risky move bashing her head in with the hairbrush, and unfortunately, it did not pay off. And with that, we move in to the final round. This is the product round.
Of course, this is mostly subjective. We have judges from Russia, from Japan, from the USA, from Kazakhstan, and of course, from Mars.
Yes, all legendary stylists in their own region or planet. Now, the competition is starting. They're thinking.
Or sleeping.
3, 2, 1. The competition has started.
Oh my gosh, she's doing it sleeping.
My God, look at her. Her hands are moving so quickly our cameras can barely keep up with the finesse.
It's almost as like it's muscle memory. Oh, but look, Stringy Hair Susie, she has, oh no.
That's hairspray. That's not just any hairspray. That is Tresemme 9 strength hold hairspray.
It's basically concrete. Oh no, she's gonna spray it on Napping Nancy. Oh no,
my
humanity.
God. Napping Nancy is being coated in this 9-hole Tresemme branded hairspray. My God, she won't be able to move for at least 3 hours, which is incredibly strong for any high activity hairspray.
By the way, this podcast is sponsored by
Tresemme. Yes. We have to see how Napping Nancy is going to get out of this. Stacy threatening more hairspray,
but she broke out.
She broke out and is taking the hairspray in because her pores are so open from sleeping. She's just absorbing the hairspray into her body and loving every second.
She's sheathing with just hairspray glory.
The beauty of that hair is unprecedented. I'm speechless. And Stacy's run out of hairspray.
What is she going to do? Oh, she sprayed herself! Oh my God!
And with that, Stacy's pores were unable to absorb the hairspray. She's being stuck to herself. Her rage in her final moments turned out to be her downfall. And with that, Napping Nancy has taken the victory.
And right now we're going to go back down actually to Napping Nancy and hear what she thought of this competition.
Yes, we have a live feed connected to the cameras so that way they can talk to us. Napping Nancy, please tell us how you feel about this overwhelming victory.
Where am I? Why are you guys in my bedroom?
So tell us, Stringy Hair Stacy, how do you feel about losing so horribly, succumbing to your emotions?
I feel like I lost a lot today, not just hair.
You did. We know that the penalty for losing is, well, the only thing that can grow such a beautiful head of hair is the head.
I think I lost my eyesight too.
I think
Decapitation.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. We have just one more game for you all. This game is our final one of the night. We really loved everyone coming out. Seriously, it's been super fun having you all. We hope you all like this lovely little finale we got going on. This game is called Yearbook Photo. Now, how this game works, all of us are going to be in a yearbook, and we are going to be in various yearbook-like poses. We've got the this, we've got the this, we've got the however you want to do it. And really all I need from you people is to give me a suggestion. Go ahead and give me a suggestion of a class. Could be a class you've always wanted to take, a class you hated, whatever you want, just any kind of class. Ooh, I like that one. All right. We are going to go with woodshop. The suggestion is woodshop. All right, everyone, get into your poses. All right. Ready, set, begin.
This woodshop has existed for 30 years, and I've been here for 29. You'd think they'd get somebody who was actually a woodshop teacher to teach the class, instead of a guy who just had a saw. But no, they just had a guy with a saw teach the class. And I was his first student and his first fatality. You know, they didn't actually fire him until the end of the year because then they'd have to find someone to replace him. So, you know, they keep me in the picture. They catch me on film every year. So they kind of keep me in there as a running joke / memoriam. They don't remember my name, so they just kind of throw a random one in there every year. It's great, you know, we love to see it. I keep myself busy, you know, I move chairs, I flick lights. Every once in a while for a laugh, you know, I trigger the fire alarm, but they always turn it off really quick before everyone gets outside. So, you know, you do everything you can to keep busy. Yeah, it's 30 years. What can you do? I only haunt this one room. You know, drama room's full. There's a lot of people in the lunchroom. This is old school, you know? The lunch food's bad, and there's always at least one drama ghost. So very territorial. But here's to your third one.
Wow, I cannot believe I'm in woodshop. You know, being a high class psychic who can move objects with their minds and being in such an average classroom and definitely not followed by cameramen, it's a dream, honestly. All day long, I sit there moving things here. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to move, but somehow I do it. You know, being a star in this average high school, it's so humbling. My boyfriend Brad tells me all the time, "Get away from me, I'm not dating you, stop following me." And I know he says it out of love.
I am the principal of this school. I have taken it upon myself to raise such fine young students to go into the world and bring their education forth and change lives. However, in every school there is, how you say, bad apples. And we put them in the woodshop classroom. If they die, they die. If they live, they go to work in a factory where they belong. But out of all the students I've thrown in this filthy refuse of sawdust, stain, and filth, there's one student that I've grown to despise. This student is Bradley. Bradley defies my orders. He defies the teacher's instruction. All he wants to do is sit there, hammer a board with a nail, and do nothing with his sad, sad life. If he rots in hell or rots in this school, I don't care which. I just want to see the boy rot for being the worst apple in the bushel.
Bradley Chippington here. So, I'm working in the woodshop the other day, and I started to notice that there's some weird things happening. I, as I always am proceeding in my favorite pastime of nailing a piece of nail to a piece of wood. Because, you know, it's one of the most basic things in life when it comes to woodshop, where you take two pieces of wood and you totally nail it together to get a nice piece of two pieces of wood nailed together. But as I was working in the wood shop, I started to notice some other people walking around, and they were interrogating me. They were claiming they weren't interrogating me, but I knew for a fact that they were. I'm just gonna say I don't trust that psychic woman. Even though she claims there's no cameras around, I know are three of my closest friends, and they all work for Nat Geo, so they kind of have let me in on the whole thing. It is fun, though, sometimes to throw a sock across the room and see her reaction. It's a great time.
Hello. My name is Billy. You know, even though my name's Billy, everyone calls me Chuck. You know, because how much wood could a woodchuck could chuck woodchuck? I think that's how it goes. But anyway, I eat wood during class, so that's why I've earned my nickname as Chuck. I also have the nickname Splinter. You know, I'm not very good with my hands that well, so I tend to get a lot of splinters. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I got another one. Anyway, I'm one of the bad apples, or the other bad apples that the principal mentioned. I don't do very well in life. But you know, I guess I kind of belong in the workshop, so I guess I kind of have to thank the principal for putting me in here. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have had this cool name named Chuck. I mean, come on, it's better than Billy any day.
Ow! God! Ugh! Chuck, put your wood away! Why do you keep splintering the wood? Why do I teach at this stupid school? Mr. Warbutton, come look at my nice piece of wood that I just made. Yes, I get it. You put a piece of nail in a piece of wood. It's not that special. Why are you like this? Why did the principal put me here? I could have been at an Ivy League school teaching rich kids how to put nails in wood, but now I gotta teach these degenerates. I am a master of my craft, and yet I'm here. Why did my life go this way? Ugh!
It has been 5 hours, 20 minutes, and 6 seconds since they left me, little Timmy, here at the high school after the kindergarten field trip. I have tried to reach out to as many people as possible. I asked the teacher, the principal, the other teacher that I could just stick my hand through. It was really weird. And I even asked some of my fellow students. One of them just said his name was really cool and continued to hammer. The other one just kept saying his name was Chuck and that was cool. High schoolers are weird. I was just hoping to see my babysitter, Brittany. But they gave me a schedule now, so I think I'm a high school student. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Hey there, how you doing? Name's Ted. I've been working as a custodian for the past 30 odd years. I just accidentally wound up in this photo. I don't know how to get out. Well, I did make one thing while I was here. It was this little guitar thing here. It's pretty neat. But, you know, they think I'm still a student for some reason, even though I am 48 years old. I don't know how to leave. They have trapped me, and I swear there is a ghost. Anyway, nice talking to you.
Ding, ding, ding. And that is our show. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. We're so happy that you all could see us do improv in our little baby boxes. If you are on Central's campus and want to check us out, you can't because the world's on fire. But we do practice on Zoom. Please contact a member of eBoard. They will get you a link, and you can come see how we do. And if you're not a member of Central, please follow us: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and tell your friends because the show's not over. Tomorrow we will be posting the recording of today's show on Facebook, our personal Facebook, and then YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Wow, we're making no money. Please help. No, but seriously, thank you all so much for coming. Before we go, we are going to go down the line once more. We are
Erica,
Allie,
Jimmy,
Zachary.
Seraphine.
Justin.
7.
And Brendan.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, everyone. It's been so nice to see you all.
Yeah.